Yeah. It's choke, no joke. Choke, no joke. Chicken choke, no joke. Choke, no joke. Niggas choke, no joke. Choke, no joke. Yeah. It's choke, no joke. Choke, no joke. Chicken choke, no joke. Choke, no joke. Niggas choke, no joke.
Choke, no joke. Oh, y'all in for a treat. Y'all in for a treat. Y'all in for a treat. Whoo! Oh, you want to tag, you want to share, you want to like so the notifications will go out. You don't want to be selfish with this one here. This one is going to be explosive. Trust me, this might be one of the classic episodes of Choke No Joke on the deep dive, right? Wait till y'all see what I put together for tonight. Oh, man. Oh. Are y'all ready for this, man? Are y'all ready for this? I see Talisa, Renee, Kareem, Smiggity, my fellow Americans is in here. You know what I mean? The membership gang. Oh, man. Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready? Y'all ready?
Don't follow those cats. Choke, no joke. You already know. Let's go out the gray, go. Now I'm out the game. Feel good, not pitching in the hood. And I really don't think I could go back to selling crack and stashing them packs in my ass. I maintain weekly money the same. And nah, I don't go through them games. Niggas testing my brain with them triple beams filled with change. Pot crack, grams in the drain. Get hit with the fake exchange. Like baking soda flour after being on Broadway for hours. Getting knocked, being back at start. Niggas testing if I got heart. Pushing me to pop some shots. Just stop the ball before the start. Old lady with the binocs. Give description to cops. Why they try to tear us apart with that good cop, bad cop. I ain't going for the game, he ain't tell you a thing. Your partners with them saying the same. You can tighten them cuffs till you see veins. Stop fucking yanking them down. They might fuck you if you ain't sane. And nigga never sniff cocaine. And I don't care what game or part of the area you claim. Pray Scarface, you must be insane. Nigga, Tony fucked the boy's dame. His right hand man, he's slain to get his back blown out the game. Do it on the low, let nobody know. No pillow talk to home. And if he step on your toes, don't bust a blame. Cause everybody will know. Or get out the game. They say that change is good. It's a lot of stress in the hood. And I know if you could, you would. Get out the game, but you stuck in that time. Wet a nigga in public like shine. For a witness to drop a dime. For self-defense, do or die. Celebs doing time. Mike Vick on the child line. Even Kobe, Jason Williams, Gage, kick like Shinobi. Little Kim for perjury. You know you done fucked up, right? You know you done fucked up, right? Let's go. When it's late night, make sure it's packed tight. And when you take those flights, never eye the Jake in sight. And shake them fuckers when they dead to right. Making a fifth go rumble. Because of stick up trouble. Blasting your gap for a cat. For in fact, for some crap that don't involve you. For some dudes that don't love you. All they wanna do is pawn you. Until you go down. And don't do shit for you when you lock down. Or even when you touch down. But they tell you to go to the pound. The same block that gave you a pound. Years in the pen, now you living again. What mind state are you in? When you back it for 10. And you was just waiting for a teen to come home to relive it again. Entrapment should be a sin. The way they real us in, parole us to a revolving door to bring us in. This shit is insane. The game is insane. The game will fuck with your brain. That's why I'm out the game. Yeah. Just get out the game, man. I know they told y'all there's only 2 ways out. Jail and death. Nah, just get out, nigga. Just get out, man. It's easy. Just walk away, nigga. If they care about you, they'll let you go. If you in the game and you wanna go and get a better life, and they won't let you walk away, what do that say? Get out the game, nigga. You wanna sleep easy, nigga? Look at these rap niggas, nigga. You wanna be the next rapper? Trapper, clapper, federal indictment rapper, huh? I keep telling y'all niggas, man, get out the game, man. Joke no joke. Grego, you already know. The beast is chemical, baby. That's why I'm out the game. To the East Coast, West Coast, put it up. No palm to the trees and the palms of dealers and fiends. Late night roam the streets. Weed is weaker, but it's cheaper. Not many chicks frontin' like divas. Out west, every chick's a model like Eva, and you know I'm far from believing her. So I'm G'ing her like she G'ing me. Banging in LA is a different thing. At the end, you either dead on the bang, getting out, doing better things. On Sunset, where they hang. Hollywood, where they hustle for change. Times Square here, it's the same. No matter where you go, you'll find a lane. On the west, they kick it with cane. On the east, trees the social thing. East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Grab your raps, roll it up. If you rap, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Grab your glasses, take a toast. If you rap, East Coast. When I'm on the west and I'm doing my thing, don't offer me coke or your nose I bang. Friends don't offer other deadly things. Thanks for the hospitality, we'll still hang. I won't judge you, leave me as I came. On the road to success, top of the game. Eat all the finer things in the food chain. Teach my kids to do the same. Whether East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Grab your raps, roll it up. If you rap, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Grab your glasses, take a toast. If you rap, East Coast. You gotta love life and offer wonderful things. Being to travel is a privileged thing. Came back to the East, air wasn't fresh. Streets filled with trash, various people in the eye. It's easy to tell who's upper middle class. Police and racism, same as crash. Back to where they not social, where they less vocal. When they don't know you, be careful, show you around the East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Grab your raps, roll it up. If you rap, East Coast, whether East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Pop your bottles and toss the cork. If you rap, West Coast. Both coasts are known to give you fame. Got paparazzis playing cameras your way. Got you bobbing and weaving like Cassius Clay. Most thugs turn Muslim in older days. Change their name to Allah they pray. Probably till they decay. This go out to the east and west. For Big and Pac, y'all, let's connect. Whether East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Grab your raps, roll it up. If you rap, West Coast. Whether East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. You can't get the West without the ES. So it's manifested that we connect. You know what it is. Choke, no joke. Learn from mistakes, baby. You know what it is. Greg on the track. Rest in peace, baby. Either war, we here now. You know what it is.
Joe, no Joe, about to do a little smile treatment, you know. Yeah. Oh, shit,
It's Joe, new Joe, new Joe. Oh, we here now. You know what it is. All right. Joke, no joke. I'm in the building. As you can see, most definitely, we are fresh. Chill Will fresh. Barry B fresh. Ricky D fresh. And I am the original human box, the original entertainer, the E. What's good? What's good? Joke, no joke. We here now. Well, good evening, good evening, good evening, good afternoon to some of y'all, and good morning to some of y'all, depending on where you're watching from, because you know we international over here. You know what I mean? Shout out to my man Spaghetti Eddie over in the Bahamas. You know how we do. All right. Shout out to my man Black, Bronze and Black over in London. My man O over in London. My man Bags over in London. SAS Euro Gang over in London. Shout out to all y'all. You know what I mean? Shout out Victoria Beckham over there. David Beckham. Pierce Morgan. You know, everybody on the brick side. All right. Shout out my girl Cecile over in Paris. Who else over in London? Amira over in London. All right. So first, let me address everybody talking about Diddy bail and Diddy getting out and everything because they see me post. If you see a question mark at the back of what I post, that means it is a question, not a statement, first and foremost. All right? God, y'all. Jesus. Like, look for the punctuation, right? So, in my opinion, I feel Diddy is going to make bail, right? If it was no, it would have been no. And we would have been moved on like the other two times, right? So this time, it is even a consideration, which means it looks like for me that it's going to happen, right? And the only reason he's not out on Friday, in my opinion, children, is because the judge probably didn't want to just say yes and then they go and drop the bail and he get out. I think the judge is drawing up a lot of stipulations to make sure that Diddy understands that when he come out on bail, all that all that stuff that his attorneys was talking about, oh, he ain't going to get on the internet, he ain't going to use no phone, saying all that, whatever they can say for him to get bail. Like, he's going to make sure he put all that in writing and make sure it's clear. You look, y'all said it. Now I'm going to let him out. But the first time that nigga get on the phone, the first time that nigga get on YouTube, anything, he's coming back in, right? So I personally believe, due to the bail hearing and the things that's transpired in the bail hearing, like the defense being able to talk to the pre-trial lawyers. Like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, why would they be doing that if he wasn't potentially going to be able to get out, to get more stipulations and stuff that he can and cannot do? But like I said, I'm not the end all be all. We will see when the judge take his time instead of saying no, like the magistrate and the first judge. So for me, personally, I believe it's going to happen, but it's going to come with a lot of paperwork and a lot of stipulations, and most of the stuff that Diddy's defense proposed for them. I mean, for him to be able to get bail, they gonna put all that up in writing, and he's gonna grant it. In my opinion, we'll wait and see. Some of y'all like, oh, why would he be letting him out? Oh, he's a menace to society. Like, I ain't defending the nigga, but goddamn, y'all don't even like, nigga ain't even start pre-trial yet. Y'all already sacrificing this nigga. I can imagine it was back in the Roman days. Y'all the nigga wouldn't even get a chance to say a word to defend himself. Y'all just burn him, cut his head off. Like, y'all ain't even had the motherfucking king present their case. Like, it's just bail. There ain't nobody saying free him. God damn. Right? So, today, I don't know how long this is going to take, right? And I want to give a disclaimer to everybody that may be mentioned in what I'm about, this whole deep dive that I'm about to go through. So if your name is mentioned in this, please don't blame me for being a good investigative journalist. Excuse me. Please don't blame me for being good at connecting the dots. Please don't blame me for mentioning your name, because I'm just going off of what the subject who mentioned your names say it. So, and then same with law enforcement. I wasn't there, but just like y'all do research and y'all put the puzzle together and y'all connect all the people on the board. All right, there's a whole bunch of people on the board that you just can't see. They just in my head, right? So if any of y'all have anybody that y'all want to blame, if I mention your names or anything, or like I said, law enforcement, like, this is all information that I gathered through research on the internet, right? And through interviews. So you don't have to ask me anything. If any of y'all got a problem with anything that I'm about to say, contact Eugene Dale, because he is my source of information. Now, with that being said, And then y'all say people like street dudes that's going to probably be mad. Y'all should be mad at Gene for disrespecting my old earth. And this is the only reason why I had turned which was a blind eye to him, to start looking at him with an unbiased eye, because I had a biased eye with him in the beginning, because I thought he was a cool dude and everything, until one, Diddy got arrested and he started backtracking things, and two, just making up outlandish lies about me that I know ain't true just to discredit me. So if he could lie about me, make up stuff about me just to make me look bad, I wonder what he would do for a person that he has a real vindictive problem with, right? Which would be Diddy, right? Now, I'm going to use a lot of content on the show under fair use, right? So let me get into my legal thing right here, real quick. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, because I will be criticizing a lot of the material that I'll be playing today. I'll be making a lot of comments on it. I am also doing news reporting on this as I do the current events daily and report on hip hop news. I am also teaching right here to teach how to do research and investigative journalism, right? And for scholarships and research. And this is a lot of research and the murder of Christopher Wallace, aka Notorious B.I.G, as well as Tupac Shakur, right? Fair use is a use permitted by the copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. And I will keep this up here as a reminder that the content that I'll be using right now is all under fair use for the purposes I stated, right? Now, I wish I could go live on TikTok, but I don't have my other phone in front of me. So um, I need y'all to really sit back and buckle up and understand, even though this may seem personal because um, all the disrespect or whatever that occurred, I promise this isn't personal in that way. This is along goes with me, you know, doing the investigation and journalism in the Tupac and the Big case. But I just didn't realize that how much of a liar Gene is until he started lying on me, and it made me do a deep dive. So once again, it's going to be a lot of people named in this, right? But it all comes from Gene's uh, mouth and my research doing a deep dive on Gene Deal. A lot of us have been bamboozled when it comes to Gene, right? We thought that uh, his attack on Diddy was genuine. We thought it was because he was just being a good guy. But knowing him, knowing him now, you know, with his inconsistencies and his backtracking, with all his inconsistencies, and all his backtracking, it just made me do a deep dive. Right now, once again, when I started going down this rabbit hole of Gene having inconsistencies, when I made it most known to y'all is when with the D-Roc thing. Because he always told this whole story. The big night, 1, 2, 3, 4, 510, and spun it off into going all on social media and doing all these interviews, right? In that whole big night that he never stated that he took and that he gave a gun to D-Roc and then he took it back, right? He never stated that, but he told me that personally, right? And then when he told me that personally, he told me that he would never really say that publicly. And I never understood why, right? So when he went and tried to discredit me, and I said that he took the gun from D-Roc, he tried to discredit me and say that I was lying, right? That he never gave D-Roc a gun, right? And he went and he did this whole thing, and let's like I said, a lot of people's names are going to be mentioned, but they come from his mouth. So please don't be mad at me, right? Now here we go. We under fair use, okay?
With guns that I know of. We at the house, I give Paul one. I still got one on my ankle and one on my side. One on my ankle and one on my side. I'm not taking mine off my ankle for nobody.
Right. Hold on. Let me go here first.
Years. Now, look how sick this bitch ass nigga is that he was watch me and then come on my page and say some dumb shit like that. Which in fact, if I had little C, he wasn't even that. Little C's.
Wait, hold on.
Look how sick he is. Now, look how sick this bitch ass nigga is that he was watch me and then come on my page and say some dumb shit like that. Which in fact, if I had little C, he wasn't even that. Little C's, D-Roc, or somebody else would have said something. But he want to make this up because that's how sick he is. Roc got on title. D-Roc would have said, yo, I know D-Roc. D-Roc, me and D-Roc had a meeting after all that other shit. D-Roc would have been like, yo, Gene, why you take the gun from me? Or he would have said that, yo, security took the gun from me. There's only one person had a gun of mine, and that was Paul Offord. Paul Offord. I took the gun back from Paul when we left the hospital. And they said they didn't need me and Chaz them no more to follow. They didn't need Chaz no more to follow us. And I got in the car with Chaz them. I shouldn't have to explain it, but when niggas tell lies, when niggas tell lies, you gotta straighten it out sometime. That would have been D-Rock Hero's story. Stupid. Yo, Big G took his gun from me. That would have been his hero story. That would have been Lil C's hero story. D-Mac and Paul had one of my guns. One had the little one, one had the little one, one had the big one. Right, understand that? A Glock 26.
Now, that him in the car saying, man, that would have been Lil C's and D-Rock War's hero story. Dean took the gun back. Because I came out and said he gave D-Rock a gun and took it back. Now, he went publicly and said I was lying. He said I was lying, right? And y'all believed him over me, right? So this goes to show you this dude is such a liar. You cannot, he has no credibility, right? Right? He said I was lying. He just told this whole lie that he know D-Rock is not going to come out and say nothing, right? Because it'd just be D-Rock word against his word, right? He know D-Rock ain't going to come out and say nothing. Anyway, that's not his style. Now listen. He said I was lying, right? And then I played the audio of him telling the real truth about what happened that night. How he gave D-Rock the gun and took it back. Watch.
Look how sick he is. Now, look how sick this bitch ass nigga is that he would watch me and then come on my page and say some dumb shit like that. Which in fact, if I had Little C, he wasn't even there. Little C's, D-Rock, or somebody else would have said something. But he want to make this up because that's how sick he is. Rock got on title. D-Rock would have said, yo, I know D-Rock. D-Rock, me and D-Rock had a meeting after all that other shit. D-Rock would have been like, yo, Gene, why you take the gun from me? Or he would have said that, yo, security took the gun from me. There's only one person had a gun of mine, and that was Paul Alford. Paul Alford. I took the gun back from Paul when we left the hospital. And they said they didn't need me and Chaz them no more to follow. They didn't need Chaz no more to follow us. And I got in the car with Chaz them. I shouldn't have to explain it, but when niggas tell lies, you gotta straighten it out sometime. That would have been D-Rock Hero's story. Stupid. Yo, Big G took his gun from me. That would have been his hero story. That would have been Lil C's hero story.
Now this is where I play him saying the real story. Now, right here,
we at the house, I get Paul.
Right? So now when I play the audio of him saying he gave D-Rock the gun, now he got to come out and tell the truth. But he told all y'all was lying, right? Right? He kept saying, I was lying. He came up with this whole story. Yeah, that would have been Little Season of War story. Now he got to come out and tell the truth, right?
I give Paul one. I still got one on my ankle and one on my side. One on my ankle and one on my side. I'm not taking mine off my ankle from nobody.
Not even Big, bro. Yo, he died, my nigga. Not even Big. Wow, Gene, okay.
Out of my fear for Big's life, I'm not saying I did. I'm not saying I didn't. I don't know D-Rock's status, and I will never speak on it. But the gun I had, I gave it up and I said, watch Big. When we started leaving, I knew it was going to take Big them a certain time to get down the step.
Right? Now here he go with another lie, and don't mention giving the gun to D-Rock. What?
Steps because of this situation. So what I did was I gave Nina to Paul, and I said, yo, Paul, watch Big. I'll be right back. So when I went, and Paul had one of my guns. One had the little one, one had the little one, one had the big one. Right? You understand what I'm saying? A Glock 26 and a Glock 17. I don't know which. I think Paul had the 17 and D-Mac had the 20 what's called. When we got ready to go upstate, I got my shit back. Go up to what's called. I got my shit back from what's his name? D-Rock. Before we go now, I got my shit back from D-Rock when I went outside. I had two on me, and Paul had one on him. The shit I know I gave D-Rock and fucking Paul that, but I would never really say that. You know what I'm saying? Right. But I got mine from D-Rock when I came back upstairs. He was walking with Big though. I ran downstairs, put the cars in front so we can hop in and leave. Now, the only weapon I got is on my ankle. And anybody knows if something go down, nigga, you gotta bend down, pull up and pan, the whole 9 yards. I gave my weapon up to protect Big upstairs. I gave my weapon up. I ain't liberty to give a motherfucker nothing of mine. So now, I'm coming back upstairs. I'm supposed to let a nigga keep what's mine? I'm not at liberty to give D-Rock or any of Big's people nothing. That's not even my principle. D-Rock ain't my motherfucking man like that. They know they had beef out in Cali. Was he naked? I don't even know. But out for the safety of Big, I say here, run downstairs, get the cars together, come back up, give me mine. Look how sick this bitch ass nigga is that he would watch me and then come on my page and say some dumb shit like that. Which in fact, if I had Little C, he wasn't even there. Little C's, D-Rock, or somebody else would have said something. But he want to make this up because that's how sick he is. No, D-Rock. Me and D-Rock had a meeting after all that other shit. D-Rock would have been like, yo, Gene, why you take the gun from me? Or he would have said that, yo, security took the gun from me. There's only one person had a gun of mine, and that was Paul Alford. Well, maybe I know somebody had a 38 or something like that. But as far as the other shit, I know I gave D-Rock and fucking Paul that, but I would never really say that. You know what I'm saying? Right. But I got mine from
is lying? Him earlier, him now, him on Murderer. He don't want to tell everybody, the world, that he took the gun back from D-Roc. D-Roc ain't gonna say nothing because he ain't no bitch ass nigga, right? All he did was stop fucking with Gene. Remember that. He stopped fucking with Gene.
Okay, now. Now that we can establish, right, that Gene is a goddamn liar, right? That's been well established under fair use, right? That's what I'm here. I'm criticizing, I'm commenting, and I'm doing news reporting, and I'm showing y'all the research on the murder of Notorious B.I.G, right? Now, remember, check this out. Yeah, he be lying. I see you, Polo P. I see you. Yeah. So now that we can establish, I showed y'all right now. If you don't, if somebody on here or on his page talking after you see that say, "Oh, this nigga story never changes," all we was talking about was him giving D-Roc the gun, right? He's been lying all these years until I put the audio up of him saying to his goddamn self. Then he had to go and say, D-Roc ain't my motherfucking man like that. Word? So you just gonna let Big get killed? Or did you know Big was gonna get killed? Because you the one that got the phone calls, didn't you? And hey, y'all, I need y'all to put this in your head for a minute with while you're analyzing this. Remember, back then, when Big got killed, Gene was Puff Man. He was saying gang. He had no beef with Puff then. He would have did anything for Puff then. Remember? Think about that. Remember, Big wasn't his man. He just showed you exactly how he felt about D-Roc. And you know, and first it was, oh, I never gave D-Roc no gun. Choke is lying. You see how sick this nigga is? He would just make that up. Until I say, hey, y'all, listen to him telling me. And then he came out and he tells the truth, right? I took the gun back from that nigga. D-Roc ain't my motherfucking man like that. But that D-Roc is not in that the last big night, part 1, 2, or 3, or the book about him giving the gun because he fucking lied to y'all. You should be getting a refund. Your ass should be getting a goddamn refund, right? So I want y'all to remember again, at this time, Gene doesn't have a beef with Puff. He works for Puff, right? Now, let me bring it back a little bit, right? Now remember, Diddy was going to run down on Big at Quad Studios when he had that first session for Junior Mafia, but things went wrong when Tupac got shot up downstairs at the elevator, right? Is when Pac get on the elevator, come up, he see Diddy there with Jimmy, right? So that's where Pac beef is with Diddy, right? So, and his beef with Jimmy at the same time, right? So remember, Biggie and them didn't know that Pac was coming to the studio to go do the session upstairs because they in there sneaking, doing they goddamn shit. And somebody probably from Quad probably called fucking Puff and told that nigga, yo, nigga, these niggas, what you call it? These niggas up in the studio, right? Or, you know, it could have been like that. We don't know. right? Allegedly. Anyway, thing is, Big and them didn't know Pac was going to the studio, this, that, and the other. This is why Pac had the beef with what you call it. Remember, Big is sneaking or behind Puff's back then. So there's already a problem. You hear me? Y'all got to stay with me. You got to stay with me for where I'm about to take y'all. I'm going to bring y'all back all the way back to this moment, right? This is why I say I allegedly believe that Puff killed Big too, allegedly, right? Listen. Big is out of his bad boy deal at this point, right? That's one, right? He fulfilled, he's done. He already did another deal with Atlantic, with Undies, right? We're on, right? Not only that, Big is competing against Bad Boy at this time. The time of Biggie death, this nigga had records on the top 10 on Atlantic Records and had records on the top 10 for Bad Boy Records. If One More Chance was popping at this time, motherfucking Players Anthem and Get Money was on the radio at the same time, and they not on Bad Boy, right? Which is pissing Clive Davis off because you dumb nigga let this nigga go do a deal with somebody else and not us, and this nigga got #1 records, right? Now, if you go watch Hip Hop Evolution, right? The episode Life After Death, season 4, right? Diddy states that this nigga Big, in verbatim, he says he had an idea in his mind that he was going to be an executive and live right next door to me. This nigga is bold. For Diddy to say that, right? And you can look it up. Wait. I said I'm going to do a deep dive, right? That means I have all the evidence. Let me pull it. All these receipts I have already pulled. Here we go. Now, check this out. Still under fair use here.
A lot of people don't understand the relationship me and Big had. We were beyond record company, head, and recording artists. We were really true friends. We hit the lottery together. And we lived it like nobody ever lived it. But Big had this concept that he wanted to be in a power position, an executive producer, be able to move next door to me. So he had this dream of, really start his own label. And I was just like, wow, this guy's bold. You know what I'm saying? He wants to go do his own label. He's not even trying to do it with Bad Boy. And I was like, that made no sense for my business, but it was just like, it's my man. Just the way
Biggie played Crush on You. The only one thing I wanted to do was freak you. And Puffy was like, he just stared at Big. Stone sets, I got my own baguettes. And now we doing things that
You heard what Puff said? This nigga got it in his head that he's going to be an executive and be out here on the same block as me. This nigga is bold. Does that sound like a statement of encouragement of somebody, yo, go ahead and do your own thing, nigga? Yeah. And then what else he said after that? It made no sense for my business, right? Okay. So when he heard Lil' Kim album for the first time and heard Crush on You, we know who wrote that shit, right? I know Mace wrote a verse or whatever, right? But we know Big wrote his, right? But anyway, he heard it, right? You heard what Kim said? This nigga was just staring at Big. And he just told you prior to that, it made no sense for my business. This nigga got Crush on You, crushing the fucking charts. And he still got it there with Bad Boy. They competing with himself. Now, that ties back to the Quad getting ready to run up on him in the studio, right? You heard what Puff said, right? That made no sense for my business. This nigga is bold. He got it in his fucking mind that he gonna be in the fucking executive next to me when I fucking signed this nigga. I made this nigga, and now he gonna go and compete against me? He ain't saying it like that. But I'm just painting that picture for y'all so y'all can get where I'm going with this. All right? No, that wasn't on Bad Boy. That's on Atlantic. Undies Atlantic. All Junior Mafia music is on a Big had his own record label and his own distribution. He was just signed to Bad Boy as an artist, but he had his own label and his own distribution through Atlantic Records. So Junior Mafia album, Lil' Kim, Lil' C's, none of them niggas is Bad Boy. Only one is Bad Boy is Biggie. The rest of them is under Biggie. And that makes no sense for Puff business, right? So Puff sees Pac get killed and should make hundreds of millions. What the fuck you think he thinking what would happen if Big died? And Big is getting ready to be the biggest rapper in the world, independent of Diddy. I'm not saying he killed him. I'm just saying I understand. That's an old joke. That's an old joke from an old comedy stand-up. But serious. Now I want y'all to take that, right? And knowing that Diddy said what he said, right? And then remember the other story where Genie talks about Diddy saying, I don't care if Pac gotta die, Big gotta die, and Suge gotta go to jail. Y'all remember that? Okay. All right. Now, here's where I believe personally, and I've said this before, right, that Gene tried to extort Puff, allegedly, because he know who killed Big, allegedly. Let me say that again. Allegedly, I'm willing to believe that Gene tried in 2017, Gene allegedly tried to extort Puff and threatened him that he would put it out there that, or he knows that he know, in my opinion, he knows that he know allegedly Diddy has something to do with with Big murder. And he thought that he was going to be able to squeeze Diddy allegedly for the rest of his life for money, or he going to tell that secret, right? Now, I told y'all that they had a meeting because I heard that Gene tried to allegedly extort Diddy and for some money or whatever, and threatened him that he'll go on the internet and put his business out there, and Diddy told him to suck his stick, right? Y'all remember I told y'all that, right? Then remember this nigga tried to go and get in front of me, and he tells MREC the same story that I told y'all, right? But now MREC channel has removed this interview, but I still have it, right?
Yeah, you're right. I'm glad you cleared the air on that. Now,
You're still under fair use.
Why did you put out this information?
Because I went to Puff based on how he had treated Wolf's mother. I went to Puff based on the information I had on what he did with Wolf and the BMF situation. I went to Puff because what he had did to a good friend of ours who brought him into the same game, raised money for him when he had that City College situation. And how he was just treating niggas and doing how he was. He had got too big for his britches. I went to him first. And then he decided not, he didn't want to have no conversation with me. He didn't want to do this, he didn't want to do that. He didn't want to be right by somebody. So I got tired of him using our name, talking about, that's my crew, the same gang, and you ain't did shit for nobody in the same gang. You understand? Nobody. You know what I'm saying? That's my brother. Your Wolf was like my brother, so like that, but yet still you curse his mother out. And she tried to get the money that you owed him. You told her her son was nothing but had delusional grandeur, was nothing but he wanted to use drugs and smoke weed. Come on, bro, you don't do that. There's a lot of shit that, I decided that, I'm gonna get this motherfucker in the public's opinion thing. For me, like I told you when I first started, and I let you see that documentary. You seen a documentary that nobody else have ever saw. Fact. You know what I'm saying? And I say, Rick, I put all this money in this motherfucker, and I can't get it played because of this, that, and the third, the whole 9 yards.
Yo, Gene, gotta do me a favor. Easy on the cursing, because you know how YouTube do. But say you on.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Yeah,
all right,
you good.
Yeah, all right. So after I said that, I said, Rick, I'm going after this kid. I'm going after Diddy, Puff, whatever his name is. I've got a sledgehammer, and I'm just going to start chipping at the Empire State Building. After you seen the tape, you say, I just want to put out the truth, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm with you. And that's how it came about.
That's a fact. And you warned me and said, Rick, I'm letting you know now, Diddy's like the Empire State Building. And you also said, I'm going to just say this, in a way where you can't be so direct, but you said to me, just know this is a dangerous situation.
Oh, no doubt.
You told
me. I told you that, I told you, all money that I received from people who, even book companies and book people who wanted nigga, then I start telling. Yo, hold on, Jay.
Now, that co-signs what I told y'all, that he tried to extort Diddy, allegedly, and Diddy told him no, and he said, yo, I'm gonna go and destroy this nigga in the public opinion. I'm going to chip at the Empire State Building. However he wanted to use it as a reference, that he was going to go publicly destroy Diddy because Diddy didn't do what he was supposed to do with him. He denied him. He declined. He didn't want to. We know what that is, allegedly, right? Right. So now that I showed you that this guy is a liar, right? You seen him lie blatantly for years, way before he started going out for Diddy. He never mentioned that he gave D-Roc a gun and took it back because he would look like a sucker for doing it, right? It would look like he knew that something was going to happen and he took the gun from him, right? Right. Okay. Let's move on, right? Now that we know that, for one, this nigga's vindictive because you see what he do to me, right? He get up there, he lie, he say all this shit, disrespect, you know how he is. You know he has no loyalty because of what he's doing to Diddy. Outside of everything, back then, when he was working for Diddy, Diddy was his boy. They was same gang. They in the same gang, right? He didn't have no problem with Diddy back then, right? And look where he never, to this day, he said Diddy, every dollar Diddy ever owed him, he paid him. He don't owe him nothing, right? To this day, Diddy never did nothing wrong to him. And look how he turned on him. So I expect him to turn on me the way he did, like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty much sure there's plenty of other people out here that he has had a relationship at one point or another and turned on their ass too, right? You know, you could be nice to this dude and not have a different opinion, and he'll flip out on you, right? So now that you know he's a liar, now that you know that he has no credibility, because he could tell a whole story and leave out a most intricate part. Biggie Man had a gun. Had they had a gun and these niggas rolled up on the car, they could have shot back. Big probably would have had the gun in his hand had D-Roc bought it in the car, being that he was driving. And we know Biggie would have busted his shit if a nigga pulling up shooting at him. He would have been like, blah, 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 right? But Gene took that gun from him, right? And we know it now only because I exposed that, right? Or he would have been lying forever, just like him talking about buying the guns, right? Now he said, he told me that he bought guns for them and transported them from Florida to New York. There's something he told me for a fact, right? Now, he tried to go and clean that up by saying he was bullshitting me when he told me that, right? Because Big Face Gary had did a show. It was like, man, that nigga Cho got something on you, nigga. That you know, you said you bought those guns, right? So this nigga goes and says, this is what he said. I'm still under fair use.
Because you was talking about, yeah, he got something on G. Nigga ain't got a motherfucking thing on G. Nothing. Because I fed him just as much bullshit that he fed me. And a lot of people know. Because I was laughing and telling them at the same time I was getting off the phone with him. Let's see if we hear this.
He's lying. 100% lying. But you will bullshit me about buying guns for Diddy and them and transporting them to New York. You would be bullshitting me that. Why? Why would you be bullshitting me that? Did you say it or did you not say it? I'll wait for you to answer because that ain't the answer. I want you to say, no, I never said that. Please do. You didn't give D-Roc the gun either, right? And take it back from him? Okay. Just say you never bought guns for them and transported. Just say that. That's all I want to hear you say, right? Now that we know how vindictive this dude is, right? What do y'all think about when Puff is his man and Biggie go and tell Puff, this nigga's high. He was getting high with D-Roc and put his job on the line, right? You think that Gene gave more about Big or more about Puff back then? Who you think Gene gave a cared about more? Big or Puff back then? Now, Big just ratted Gene out to Puff that he getting high. Who's going to get fired? Gene or Big? Exactly, Rasan. Puff, right? Now, check this out. Now that you know that he had motive to go on the internet and go after Diddy because Diddy refused the meeting or refused whatever he wanted and stuff. He just told us that was his motive because Emrek asked him, and that video is courtesy of Emrek. Like I said, it's not there no more, but this is courtesy of Emrek, right? So if Emrek asked him, what was your motive for coming out? And he said, I went to go see this nigga. He was using the same gang name and and he didn't want to do it. He didn't do what I said. He didn't, right? That to me is the alleged extortion plot. Oh, nigga, you're not gonna do it. I'm going to the internet. He tells Diddy this. I'm going to the internet to destroy you. So everything that he says doesn't make it real. Because he was doing it out of malicious intent. And it got Diddy indicted and got him locked up. It encouraged people to come forth because this dude came with these stories about champagne and pills and all this other stuff, right? Physical assault and all this other stuff, right? Now, here is where I show y'all. Now, how many of y'all remember the story of this nigga snitching on Big, telling him that snitching to Puff, telling Puff that Big rolled Lil Kim and them shit, right? Let me give you a reminder.
But Big knew something.
This is all under, I'm using this under fair use. Shout out to this is courtesy of the Art of Dialogue.
But Big knew something. Big had to know something. Because he was laughing when he gave him that name because Puff was threatening him about his publishing. That was the laugh?
You heard him? Puff was what about his publishing? I just want to make sure y'all following me. What he said, Puff was doing what to Big about his publishing? I just need one person to type it just to make sure y'all caught it. Thank you, No Love. Okay. And we know what a threat is, right? Now, was he threatening to what? Take his life? Fuck him up? We threaten him to not give it back? Right? Listen.
But Big knew something. Big had to know something. Because he was laughing when he gave him that name because Puff was threatening him about his publishing. That was the last night we was in the studio in California. Puff was threatening him about his publishing. And Big was like, "No, Diddy."
Now, this story about what he said, nah, Diddy. Let me tell you the story how he told it to me, right? He smoked weed with D-Roc, and D-Roc, and he ain't supposed to be getting high. For one, the motherfucker's the police, right? This nigga is fucking the police, and he's getting high with rappers. This nigga wanted to be cool. He wanted to be down. He hanging with the drug dealers, everything, right? Now listen. Not only once did he say, was threaten him, he used the word threaten twice, right? Now, this is the story he tells me, right? Big tells on him about him getting high, say, yo, we need more security and shit. The nigga Diddy go, nah, nigga, I gave you Gene. He like, nah, man, nigga high, man. This nigga over here high with D-Roc and shit. So Gene go, oh, you want to tell on me? I'm paraphrasing. Hey, Puff, tell him, Big. This nigga writing Little Kim and them shit. Which means he's robbing you, nigga. That nigga writing that shit, you ain't even getting the cut of the publishing. And that shit is number one on the radio. I'm paraphrasing, right? So you know how vindictive Gene is. If you watch him, you already know how he will go at me or Reggie's or any of the Mace, any of these people, Little C's, people, mothers, Diddy mother, right? You know how vindictive he is, right? So Diddy jumps up in Puff and Big's face, according to the way he told it to me. Say it, nigga. Say it. Say it, nigga. He yelling at this nigga. Say it. Say you wrote Kim shit, nigga. Say it. Big, nah, go ahead, Diddy, man. Go ahead, Diddy. No, nigga, say it. That's why he said that was the last time they was in the studio. 3 days later, Big is dead, right? But I'm not done with the deep dive because I'm going to show you how this nigga knows something, right? Watch this.
Big knew something. Big had to know something. Because he was laughing when he gave him that name because Puff was threatening him about his publishing. That was the last night we was in the studio in California. Puff was threatening him about his publishing. And Big was like, no, Diddy. No, Diddy. Mm-mm. Puff had owned Big publishing. And Big wanted his publishing on because he wanted to move on. He was trying to get away from Puff. He wanted to do his own thing with Rivera. So what happened is that when Diddy used to write for Little Kim or Little C's or something like that, or anybody, he used to put it in somebody else's name. Because the same people who told him to sell his publishing to Puff told them that he didn't have to put his publishing in his name. He could put it in somebody else. So I think he may have put it in his daughter's name, like Puff was doing Justin and the whole 9 yards. So Big put his publishing in his daughter's name and everything like that. And then he let Lil' Kim, keep hers, the stuff that he wrote, keep it in her name. Because he said Lil' Kim was his girl. And this is what he told me. He said Lil' Kim was his girl, but he used another word. He said it's B-I-T-C-H. And she was going to always look out. So he didn't mind, writing stuff, putting it in her name, and letting her get the publishing for it. So that's how it went down. So when when Big told me, when D-Roc told Big some bullshit about me, I reminded Big in front of Puff, yo, well, Big, why you don't tell Puff you wrote Lil' Kim? And I know Nick gonna talk all kind of shit.
Now you heard what he said, right? When D-Roc told Big some bullshit about me. No, when D-Roc told he smoked weed with you, not some bullshit with you. When D-Roc told you you smoked weed with him too Big. Big is his man. Like, not some bullshit. He told him. So he got mad at Big for fucking saying what he said to Puff. And he keeping it calm right now, but he put Big life at risk. He put Big life at risk. Nigga, you got this nigga out in California and you telling this nigga he robbing Puff right there? He trying to doubt. We know how much of a liar he is now. So think about how he never gave D-Roc a gun, right? Until it was exposed, right? Listen to what he's saying. And I'm telling you, Diddy was up in Big face. Say it, nigga, say it. Say it, right? Look how he trying to downplay the shit now. Nigga, this nigga allegedly got Big killed, man. This nigga right here, allegedly.
So he didn't mind, writing stuff, putting it in her name, and letting her get the publishing for it. So that's how it went down. So when Puff, when Big told me, when D-Roc told Big some bullshit about me, I reminded Big in front of Puff, yo, well, Big, why you don't tell Puff you wrote Lil' Kim? And I know Nick gonna talk all kind of shit because they're gonna get it wrong anyway. I said, why don't you tell Puff you wrote Lil' Kim and Lil' C? And Puff like, yo, what? He said that? Because Big had told him I had did some shit. And he shouldn't have told Puff that, trying to F with me, because Big was that.
Y'all see it? Do y'all see it? The niggas trying to downplay. Yo, the nigga Big told Puff some bullshit about. No, that you was high, nigga. You the fucking police. You supposed to be security. You high, nigga? You high and you supposed to be protecting us? And you want to fucking sit around and smoke weed and go to sleep, nigga? And you downplaying this shit? Oh, he told him some bullshit. He's saying some bull. He ain't saying what's up. But now listen. Listen to what he said. It was Diddy's response. This nigga's the nigga that got Big killed, allegedly.
Get it wrong anyway. I said, why don't you tell Puff you wrote Lil' Kim and
he talking about, oh, niggas gonna get it wrong anyway. Why we gonna get it wrong? We listening to you. How can we get what you say wrong? Because your ass is fucking guilty of this shit. You guilty, nigga. You didn't remind Big. He like, yo, that nigga Big told on me. I'm telling on that nigga. And I'm telling something 10 times worse. Yo, nigga, you trying to fuck my job up? You trying to get me to lose my job with Puff? telling them get high. I'm telling nigga, you stealing publishing, nigga. That's my interpretation of it. I'm
in
breaking.
front of Puff. Yeah, well, big. The word he says B-I-G, and she was gonna always look out. So he didn't mind, writing stuff, putting it in her name, and letting her get the publishing for it. So that's how it went down. So when Puff, when Big told me, when D-Roc told Big some bullshit about me, I reminded Big in front of Puff, yo, well, Big, why you don't tell Puff you wrote Lil' Kim? And I know Nick gonna talk all kind of shit because they gonna get it wrong anyway. I said, why don't you tell Puff you wrote Lil' Kim and Lil' C? And Puff like, yo, what? He said that? Because Big had told him I had did some shit. And he shouldn't have told Puff that, trying to F with me, because Big was that type of dude. He'll try to F with you, you know what I'm saying? But I wasn't going for it. I was like, yo, so tell him that, Big. You run your mouth about that. And we was talking about his publishing and his marketing. And Puff got in his face, was like, yo, say it. I dare you to say it. I dare you to say it. Because he wanted Big to say that he be writing for because he got witnesses now. He got me, he got Charlie Baltimore, he got the engineer, he got other people in the studio. So if Big say that, then he can sue Big for all the money that he didn't get for all the stuff that was going down and all the stuff that was happening.
Once again, so right now, Gene just told motherfucking Puff in LA 3 days before Big get killed. And you heard what he said. That was our last time in the studio. I bet it was. Puff wasn't fucking with that nigga after he found that out. And you saying that he told him that to repeat it so he could have witnesses? No, he was telling that nigga, say that shit in my face, nigga, and I'll murk you, allegedly. Say that shit in my face, nigga. Say that, nigga, you that gangster. Say that shit right now, nigga. You robbing me. Not so he can sue him, motherfucker. You a dirty nigga. You got Big killed, allegedly. You fucking nigga. And I'm going to go deep into this shit and show y'all how this nigga lined this nigga up, man.
And we was talking about his publishing and his marketing. And Puff got in his face, was like, yo, say it. I dare you to say it. I dare you to say it. Because he wanted Big to say that he be writing for because he got witnesses now. He got me, he got Charlie Baltimore, he got the engineer, he got other people in the studio. So if Big say that, then he can sue Big for all the money that he didn't get for all the stuff that was going down and all the stuff that was happening. Because they was robbing each other. They basically was robbing each other. So that's what happened.
So he knew Big was robbing Puff and told Puff right there. Why? Because Big told Puff this nigga was smoking weed. Now he's downplaying it here. You know the tension in the room is much thicker than this. And this nigga like, yo, y'all fucking security nigga, this nigga high. Oh, word, you want to tell? Tell that nigga you writing Lil' Kim shit. Tell that nigga you writing Junior Mafia shit. What? Say it, nigga. Say it, nigga.
He shouldn't have told Puff that, trying to F.
He shouldn't have told Puff that, trying to fuck with me.
Puff. Yo, well, Big, why you don't tell Puff you wrote Lil' Kim? Still in the whole 9 yards. So Big put his publishing and his daughter's name and everything like that. And then he let Lil' Kim, keep hers, the stuff that he wrote, keep it in her name. Because he said Lil' Kim was his girl. And this is what he told me. He said Lil' Kim was his girl, but he used another word. He said it's B-I-T-C-H. And she was going to always look out. So he didn't mind, writing stuff, putting it in her name, and letting her get the publishing for it. So that's how it went down. So when Puff
when Big told me, when D-Roc told Big some bullshit about me, I reminded Big in front of Puff, yo, well Big, why you don't tell Puff you wrote Lil' Kim? And I know Nick gonna talk all kind of shit because they gonna get it wrong anyway. I said, why don't you tell Puff you wrote Lil' Kim and Lil' C? And Puff like, yo, what? He said that? Because Big had told him I had did some shit. And he shouldn't have told Puff that, trying to F with me, because Big was that type of dude. He'll try to F with you, you know what I'm saying? But I wasn't going for it. I was like, yo, so tell him that, Big. You run your mouth about that. And we was talking about his publishing and his marketing. And Puff got in his face, was like, yo, say it. I dare you to say it. I dare you to say it. Because he wanted Big to say that he be writing for because he got witnesses now. He got me, he got Charlie Baltimore, he got the engineer, he got other people in the studio. So if Big say that, then he can sue Big for all the money that he didn't get for all the stuff that was going down and all the stuff that was happening. Because they was robbing each other. They basically was robbing each other. So that's what had happened. So then Big was just, when he was at Puff was asking, did you write Lil' Kim and stuff? He was like, yo, no, Diddy. And that's how the name was formed. And now everybody know that name all over the world. I don't even think Puff knew when Big was saying it, that he knew it came from Diddy Kong.
Hit that like button, please, to send out the notifications. Please hit that like button. I appreciate it. Thanks for the super chat. Oh, I ain't done yet. Hold on. There's more. Hold on a second. Let me show you. Now, once again, if you do want to send an email to Eugene Dale's old bosses, that's the email right there. There's the phone number you could call to ask, how is any of this shit possible while he's working for y'all? Like, how is he around all these convicted felons, gun trafficking, giving guns to people, and still getting a pension? If you want the answers to those questions, you can email right here, or you could call right here, the Department of Corrections and Community Supervision. Because this is crazy, bro. This nigga is sit there admitting that he ran around with convicted felons. And don't say you never said that.
I'm seasoned. What they say don't bother me because I already know. Don't you know I dealt with convicted felons for over 27 years, other than running around with convicted felons in the streets? So it doesn't bother me. So
Here is your here's the email. How could he say that he ran around with convicted felons in the street while working for the Department of Corrections and Community Supervision? How? He's like, how, bro? How, bro? How? Please tell me how. This is all fair use under for criticizing the Department of Corrections and Community Supervision. And his research for those who are doing the research on the Notorious B.I.G murder.
They say don't bother me because I already know. Don't you know I dealt with convicted felons for over 27 years, other than running around with convicted felons in the streets? So it doesn't bother me.
Do you, if any street niggas in here, when we say, yo, we ran with some, what that means? We ran with, right? What does that mean? We ran with. You know what it mean, right? If you from the streets, I'm sure if you even ain't from the streets, you know what when I ran with convicted fellas. Do you them trust me? That is not a race. He's not talking about jogging down the street. Okay? He's not saying that he was in track and field in school when he ran with some convicted felons. Okay? Why having a badge? Now, this is where it gets even better. Please hit the like button. Now, after the extortion plot, right? Alleged extortion plot. Okay, here we go. All right, here we come. Let's come. Now check this out. Now, any other time this dude want to talk about who killed Big, right? So, like I said, I'm under fair use here for criticizing and commenting, news reporting and t-shirt research, right? Somebody asked him. Now, this is where he starts his thing when he starts to go at Diddy. Now, I'm alleging that this is after he told MREC how he went to go see Diddy. He ain't want to mess with him and that, right? This is when he starts going at Diddy, right? Somebody asked him about Big, and look what his answer is about who killed Big.
Way back when he used to have Boss Records. Don't ask me no question about who killed Big, man. With that, you know what I'm saying? Man, listen here. As long as these people got Puff to send you that, you know, you for the vodka and all this other crazy shit, make you think that you got to go to the Gucci store and spend all your motherfucking money, make sure that you got to get out here and spend all your money on this vodka shit like that, it's going to be like that. They're going to use him. They're going to continue to use him. He about to be a billionaire. He don't care about this shit, bro. Any normal man that cared about this shit, that knew somebody was lying on them, would come forward. Would come forward. Yo, that motherfucker lying on me. You know, he could never say I was a bum-ass nigga because I always been a fly big motherfucker. You know, pictures don't lie. Pictures don't lie. People who know me know I always been a fly big motherfucker. I used to tell niggas, the niggas used to ask me, yo, where you dress? Yo, G, who dressed you? Who did nigga? And Roc-A-Fella 3. And you gotta look at this shit. When Puff said, I don't give a fuck if Pop gotta die, I don't give a fuck if Big gotta die, and Suge Knight could go to jail. When I look back on Puff has his responsibilities in Big and Pop death. He got his responsibility.
Didn't I tell y'all? Didn't I tell y'all? Y'all already, he got his responsibility. What does that mean? What responsibilities he got in Pac's death? Please explain. What responsibilities he got in Big's death? And why you didn't say that before?
Then, like in '86, I didn't make it over in Germany to play ball. Nigga, I ain't going no place else but Harlem. And I made my name for my own self. You got to understand this, brother. You know what I'm saying? If I work for anybody for security, I didn't need them. They needed me. I'm trying to read some of this stuff, y'all. I said before, you know, yeah, Puff has his responsibilities in Big and Pac death. He got his responsibility. But you know what? I'm saving this shit for the book. But like I said before in Roc-A-Fella 3, and you got to look at this shit. When Puff said, I don't give a fuck if Pac gotta die, I don't give a fuck if Big gotta die, and Suge Knight could go to jail. When I look back on that shit, and I'm not trying to be the Monday night quarterback on any of that shit, but I'm like, it kind of make you think like he already knew this shit was gonna go down. Why would he even make a statement like that? Why would he even speak that shit in existence unless he heard it from somebody? Let's he heard like, yo, you know Pac gotta die, you know Big gotta die. Cause he said, I don't give a fuck if they gotta die. Yo, that shit put chills in two grown men's body who was listening to it. Me and my man. So I'm like, damn. Nigga say that about his own man. The nigga that they say love you the most could be the same motherfucker that hate you.
That'll be you, nigga.
Hey guys, so everybody is ditching their car insurance.
Now check this out. It gets even better.
Now the reason why
And I'm gonna break it down why.
and a lot of times, you know, like I said this on, you know, a lot of times I was on that Fox Network shit, I was on the A&E shit. You know, them motherfuckers take your words and they put it the way they want to put it. They do what they want to do on that shit. All right, so they do what they want to. They do what they want to do with that shit. Like, for instance, when we used to leave a party, other than the night when Big got killed, Puff would leave his mama. He don't wait for nobody. We in California, and he like this. Running, going to get girls, this, that, and the third. And I'm like, I went to Big, I said, yo, Big, what's wrong with you, man? What we waiting on? Because I made sure the cars was in front of the door. And what happened? All of a sudden, we out there for a half an hour or so. That just don't happen. It never happened before.
Is he telling? Is he telling? Pay attention.
Somebody said something about save. Big, I'll bring that back so I can see it. Caesar, what's up, boy? Third One Beats, I didn't see your comments. I'm sorry about that. What up, Caesar? What you need to know, Playboy? I conversate with you a lot on the thing, you know. What's up? Why did not tell Big the Punk said?
Now, this right here is the most telling part. This is why I asked y'all in the beginning, who do you think Gene had more loyalty to? Who do you think Gene was closer to? Right? One of y'all said both. If it's a troll in here, let them troll. That's all right. My moderators will get them out of there. They won't last long. Listen to this here.
Because why didn't I tell Big that Puff said the shit? Because I didn't get involved with their shit like that. And I wasn't thinking about that at the time, to be honest. I didn't go to Big and say, yo, Puff said he hope you die and everything like that. How am I look doing that shit? I was Puff man. Me and Big was cool and everything.
I was Puff man. Now, if the nigga Puff say, yo, I don't care if Big gotta die, Pac got to die, and Suge got to go to jail. And you heard this nigga say that. You hanging around Big and you making money off Big life. You wrote a book about Big, and you heard Puff say that, and you wouldn't tell him that? And why? Because Puff was your man, right? So if Puff was going to kill Big, would you have told Big? Puff was your man. This nigga telling on himself left and right.
Why didn't I tell Big that Puff said the shit? Because I didn't get involved with their shit like that. And I wasn't thinking about that at the time, to be honest. I didn't go to Big and say, yo, Puff said he hope you die and everything like that. How am I look doing that shit? I was Puff man. Me and Big was cool and everything. But no, I didn't tell Big that. But the night that Big got killed, I told Big they come to kill us tonight. That night, Lil C's was in the back seat. I told Big, yo, these niggas is coming to get us tonight, man. And they responded, oh, Gene, go ahead with that old cop shit.
He wouldn't tell him beef with that what Puff said. Why? Because it would have the fucking Puff would have been like, yo, what you telling Nick for? You fired, nigga. About fucking money. It's money, nigga. Money. Money. The same thing he went back to Puff for to get money. Puff told the nigga no. He don't want to go and say, yo, I'm gonna tell the world you killed Big. He ain't gonna say it like that. Not to us. Where he can do all these innuendos and all shit. But his ass is probably involved. And that's why, allegedly, that's why he not outright saying, oh, nigga, Puff had something to do with Big getting killed, allegedly. Because this motherfucker is involved, allegedly.
And they responded, oh, Gene, go ahead with that old cop shit. Somebody asked me, do I think Keefy D was more involved with Puff? Man, I didn't see Keefy D with Puff other than the 2 times I saw Keefy D with Puff. That's when we was gambling one night. No, 3 times. Gambling one night in Vegas when we was at a concert, and the night Big got killed. And yeah, like you didn't know him like that. Now, if anybody was involved with Puff that came from the Crips, that was D-Mac, little short dude who was working at Sean John. So they got it all fucked up. He wasn't close with Keefy D. He was close to D-Mac. Not the David Mac cop, nigga. So y'all don't get that wrong.
Now, think about this. Any other time Keefy D is around them, whether it's Vegas, whether they was gambling, or we heard the other stories at the Anaheim, California, which he probably deliberately leaving out, or the other joints where 50, he would give them like 50 tickets to protect them. The night Big get killed, what happened with Keefy D and them? Do y'all remember? I ain't gonna keep y'all in suspense. Keefy D and them, they go over to Puff. Any other time these niggas is in California, not even in LA, on the West Coast, these niggas is their protection. The night they in LA and it's a bunch of bloods in the party, what did he tell Keefy D and them? Fall back. Yo, the Fed's been following us. Fall back. We don't need y'all tonight. right? Fall back. We don't need y'all tonight. In LA, any other time y'all need them. In the heart of LA, and a bunch of motherfucking Bloods is in this party. A bunch of death row niggas is in this party. And y'all tell Keefy D and them, nah, go over there. Don't fuck with us. The feds is watching. We don't want to get the heat. Not only that, Gene is bringing D-Mac in the fold, saying, right? D-Mac is the one that kept, remember, he keeps saying, D-Mac is the one that kept saying, yo, my Crip niggas, my South Side and my Grape Street niggas will handle Suge and Pac for y'all. Remember, Gene kept saying that, right? This D-Mac, they threw off the scent when these stupid ass niggas in murder rap and all these motherfuckers talking about somebody called Miss Wallace and said, yo, D-Mac, David Mac, the cop, is the one that called her. No. Somebody called Miss Wallace and said, yo, D-Mac got Big killed, allegedly. Right? That's the D-Mac that Gene is talking about. Somebody called Miss Wallace the next day and said, yo, it was D-Mac that got Big killed, right? Now, Gene is the one that told us that D-Mac is the one that kept saying, yo, my Grape Street and my Southside niggas will handle Pac and Suge for y'all, right? Who's alleged to be attached to the Tupac killing? The Southside niggas, right? And then what? Them niggas called Gene the night of the shooting, right? Gene said they called him the night. Little Daddy called him the night of the shooting. You can hear him saying that on Murder Rap. Then Zip showed him the check. Keefy D was connected to Zip, right? Now, when it come to Big, right? They say D-Mac, pardon me, had it done. D-Mac is the nigga that was still with Puff, probably still with Puff, right? Allegedly, right? Is what they said. Now, listening to Gene, the night of the party, Gene said it was 23 of them. D-Mac took 11 niggas and left 20 minutes before Big got shot. D-Mac is the fucking the LA nigga. He's supposed to stay behind and make sure nothing happens, in my opinion. But according to Gene, he took his crew and they left them niggas with half the security they had. Now, what is Gene trying to say when he insinuated D-Mac? And D-Mac, please don't get mad at me. Be mad at Gene. He's saying your name.
And yeah, like you didn't know him like that. Now, if anybody was involved with Puff that came from the Crips, that was D-Mac, a little short dude who was working at Sean John. See, they got it all fucked up. He wasn't close with Keefy D. He was close to D-Mac. Not the David Mac cop nigga, so y'all don't get that wrong. So, we've been on live here for 27 minutes? Yeah. Yo, if y'all enjoying what I'm talking about, you know, what? D-Mac, I'm talking about D-Mac who used to work with Sean John. He's a Crip. It's got to be some of Greg Caden people here asking some bullshit. You know, I can't really see it, but I ain't scared of y'all, man. I ain't scared of none of y'all put out what y'all got to say. Y'all coming back 10 years later with y'all bullshit. You understand? Yeah, Keefy D gonna say, yeah, Orlando killed this and Orlando did that. Come on, bro. What else he gonna say? First and foremost, y'all ain't got no jurisdiction over motherfucking Vegas and what they put out. If they want to come get Keefy D and do whatever like that, that's up to Vegas. How y'all get somebody some kind of Y'all gonna give Keefy D some fucking you're gonna be cleared and everything. They're not gonna be able to charge you with anything in Vegas. You know, just come clean with us and all that. Y'all don't have that jurisdiction to do that. So stop the bullshit. I don't know what about the 46 likes of dislikes and everything like that. They say 131 people are liking it. I mean, is watching, only 46 likes, 46 likes. I said, if you steal a motherfucker's soul, man, how long is it gonna take them to die? If you take a motherfucker's soul, how long do you think it's gonna take them to die? That girl was a beautiful girl, man. You understand the shit that she used to do? I only spoke to Pop like 1 or 2 times. Hey. Yo, I went to Pop people 2 or 3 times, man. Tried to meet up with them and everything, and that was in 2009. And my people, Redbud from out of Brooklyn, real solid dude, went to him too. Yo, when you get to a certain stature in life, you getting all that money, you don't give a fuck about what a nigga say or do like that. I could tell you some real slimy shit about your favorite rapper, and you gonna be like, damn. I told him a story about Jay-Z where a nigga saved Jay-Z motherfucking life. Jay-Z would have been in jail. Jay-Z wouldn't be the Jay-Z that you know today. He'd have been in jail. He did some slimy shit to a dude.
What do y'all think now? What do y'all think now? Now here's a reminder. Now, he's going to lie and say that, oh, he never said nothing about spiking the juices, right? And we know that's a lie too, right? I'm going to show you how much of a liar he is. Look, one more time. Here's a different one.
I talked about his character. I talked about his integrity. I talked about how he treated people in our crew. I talked about how he talked about people's mamas. I talked about how I heard he beat Misha. I talked about how went to the hospital. Kim had ripped his wrist up with a corkscrew. I talked about how he was in the room with two other people, Ja Rule and two girls, and they ran out butt the fuck naked or whatever.
Now remember, he talked about him in the freak off, right? With him and Ja Rule, he said they came running out butt the F naked, right? Nigga, he's security for the freak off. Right? Because the dude came, he wanted to see his cousin. He told him, yo, you can't go in there. And right before that, he said they went shopping for butt plugs and all that other stuff, right? So he knows about the dildos and the toys because he went shopping with him, right? And then he's guarding the door. When these niggas come running out, you seen they ding-dings, nigga. These niggas slums is out here like this, and you standing there watching. They came out running out butt naked. Them niggas ding-ding swinging it right in his face, right? He guarding the door for the freak off. But he's so innocent to y'all, right? He's so innocent to y'all. Right?
When they open, they try to keep their eyes on them.
Fair use.
Look at the atmosphere. They're in the music industry. They're in the music business. They set up those type of, they learn the tricks of the trade. For instance, guys don't put those pills that they get to the girls in the champagne bottles because they popping them in front of them. Most of those girls, especially if they like mixed drinks, you understand, they see the bottles when they open them. And they try to keep their eyes on them because they don't want to get no kind of drugs put in their system. But what they don't understand is in the orange juice and it's in the cranberry juice. They can put the pills and the stuff in there, the roofies, the ecstasy, the ease, all whatever they put it in the juice. Now, those girls who like the mixed drinks, you understand what I'm saying? They're gonna pour their own sexual act because they don't understand it ain't in the bottles, it's in the juice. Those guys, they learn that.
He just stuck around, huh? But he ain't complicit to none of it, huh? Okay. Okay. Now that you heard him tell the story and try to sugarcoat it, right? Now think about with Puff and Big having that meeting. And if you want to, if you're in question about his lying, let me remind you, okay?
Look how sick he is. Now, look how sick this bitch ass nigga is that he would watch me and then come on my page and say some dumb shit like that. Which in fact, if I had Little C, he wasn't even there. Little C's, D-Roc, or somebody else would have said something. But he want to make this up because that's how sick he is. Roc got on title. D-Roc would have said, yo, I did so. I know D-Roc. D-Roc, me and D-Roc had a meeting after all that other shit. D-Roc would have been like, yo, Gene, why you take the gun from me? or he would have said that, yo, security took the gun from me. There's only one person had a gun of mine, and that was Paul Alford. Paul Alford. I took the gun back from Paul when we left the hospital. And they said they didn't need me and Chaz them no more to follow. They didn't need Chaz no more to follow us. And I got in the car with Chaz them. I shouldn't have to explain it, but when niggas tell lies, you gotta straighten it out sometime. That would have been D-Rock Hero's story. Stupid. Yo, Big G took his gun from me. That would have been his hero story. That would have been Lil C's hero story.
D-Mac and Paul had one of my guns. One had the little one, one had the big one. Right? You understand what I'm saying? A Glock 26 and a Glock 17. I don't know which. I think Paul had the 17 and D-Mac had the 20 what's called. When we got ready to go upstate, I got my shit back. Go up to what's called. I got my shit back from what's his name? D-Rock. Before we go in, I got my shit back from D-Rock when I went outside. I had two on me, and Paul had one on him. Who D-Rock was going to D-Rock? It was D-Rock, it was D-Rock, Stevie J, it was D-Rock, Little C's, G-Money, Big, and one other person in that car.
I'm the only nigga with guns that I know of. We at the house, I give Paul one. I still got one on my ankle.
This nigga's such a liar, bro.
Look how thick he is. Now, look how thick. So Paul. I'm the only nigga with guns that I know of. We at the house, I give Paul one. I still got one on my ankle and one on my side. One on my ankle and one on my side. I'm not taking mine off my ankle from nobody.
Not even Big, bro. Yo, he died, my nigga. Not even Big. Wow, Gene, okay.
Out of my fear for Big's life, I'm not saying I did. I'm not saying I didn't. I don't know D-Rock's status, and I will never speak on it. But the gun I had, I gave it up, and I said, watch Big. And we started leaving. I knew it was going to take Big them a certain time to get down the steps because of this situation. So what I did was I gave Nina to Paul, and I said, yo, Paul, watch Big. I'll be right back. So when I went...
D-Mac and Paul had one of my guns. One had the little one, one had the big one. Right? You understand what I'm saying? A Glock 26 and a Glock 17. I don't know which. I think Paul had the 17 and D-Mac had the 20 what's called. When we got ready to go upstate, I got my shit back. Go up to what's called. I got my shit back from what's his name? D-Rock. Before we go in, I got my shit back from D-Rock when I went outside. I had two on me, and Paul had one on him. The shit I know I gave D-Rock and fucking Paul that, but I would never really say that. You know what I'm saying? Right. But I got mine from D-Rock when I came back upstairs. He was walking with Big though.
I ran downstairs, put the cars in front so we can hop in and leave. Now, the only weapon I got is on my ankle.
So now, I'm coming back upstairs. I'm supposed to let a nigga keep what's mine? I'm not at liberty to give D-Rock or any of Big's people nothing. That's not even my principle. D-Rock ain't my motherfucking man like that. They know they had beef out in Cali. Was he naked? I don't even know. But for the safety of Big, I say here, run downstairs, get the cars together, come back up, give me mine. Look how sick this.
Now, let's go one step further. Let's think about right after that situation, right? He said usually Puff will leave his mother. It took them 30 minutes to leave out of there, right? When they come out, Gene says he knew they was going to be somebody was going to be getting killed that night, right? D-Mac and his crew allegedly, according to Gene, they had 11 of them leave 20 minutes before they walk out, which was their protection, right? If they had 22 niggas out there surrounding up, making sure they got out of here, Big probably be alive. Some reason this dude left, right? Outside of that, Gene says they come outside, right? When they come outside, he knows all this shit is going on. He's security. He tells only one driver to run the next 3 lights. He don't go around and walk around and tell all the other drivers, yo, when we pull out of here, everybody run the next 3 lights. We're going to meet up 3 blocks away from it. What do? He get in his car, tell his driver, yo, leave them niggas. Why he yelling? Because he got caught in his lie. That's why he was yelling. Leave them niggas. So he in the car with Puff and them. They blow the lights. They leave these niggas behind. Leland, I saw that. Shout out Freddie P. They leave him, right? Now you telling me after Puff and Big had that big ass argument, and that was their last time together in that studio, and Big died 3 days later. And Gene out here lying about the specifics of the details, very intricate details, like taking a gun out of Big's car by taking it back from D-Roc. What else is this man lying about? What else is he lying about, y'all? And what else that he's not telling us? If he could lie to y'all and tell y'all he never told me that, or just told the world, period, that D-Roc had a gun that night, he took it back. And he told that whole big night story and do a documentary and lie in there and never expose that D-Roc had a gun. What else is he lying about in them books? What else is he lying about in them docs and in these interviews? You just had your man run the light and leave these dudes? Really? And then let's think of the timeline he tells this bullshit story he tell. 3 cars. They cars first, blow through the light, leave these niggas, right? Big car come, stop at the light. Other car come, stop at the light. Here come the Impala. pull up on the side of Big, blah, 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 let off the shots, make the right, gone. Gene talking about, oh, the car lane, it wasn't a drive-by. The car was already at the corner. How? He's lying. How could the car be sitting at the corner and Big and them pull up to the corner and the nigga drive, all his wheels turn sideways and roll that way to pull up on the side of Big? If his car's already sitting at the corner parallel to Big, how the fuck would he go back and then pull up like this if the car was already at the corner, right? So wherever the car came up, it pulled up on them and shot and then took off. It wasn't already sitting at the fucking corner. And how would he know that if his ass done blew past the light, right? So Big and them get shot, right? The car's sitting there. He say they pass the light, they go. They turn around, they jump out the car, they come to the light. He say he goes down in the garage and hears DJ Quick and them having a conversation. Talking about they said they was going to get them niggas. Then he walked back up and got in the car with Tony and then chased the car. How did you chase the car? The car was gone, nigga, before you even got back to the car. They didn't sit and wait for y'all to chase us. And then the other thing that don't make sense, after y'all pull Big out the car or whatever, and he tell that story without any compassion for Big, talking about how, you know, he used the bathroom on himself and all that other nonsense that he had to throw in there, right? He just said, D-Roc wasn't my man. Puff was my principal. All right, so after Big got dropped Big at the hospital, you said you went and got in the car with Chaz in. What was Chaz doing there? He was at the party. But you got in the car with Chaz. You Diddy security. Diddy just got, his artist just got shot. Just like Reggie wasn't around Suge. Tupac got shot. Where's Reggie? Nowhere to be found. Motherfucking Biggie gets shot and you leave and go off with Chaz and them. You're not worried about Diddy being next? Diddy don't need no super protection now? You go hang with the homies? I thought you was Puff security. I thought Puff was your principal. Big gets shot, dies in the hospital, and you go hang out with Chaz and them. What, you went to go get your cut? You wanted to make sure they counted that money up? You wanted to get your cut? Explain to me, why wouldn't you be with Puffy? That makes sense to any of y'all? Big gets shot up, killed in LA. He's Puffy security. After they go to the hospital, he leaves the hospital and goes with Chaz, the notorious bank robber, right? Not to make sure Diddy gets to the airport safe. His whole argument is he took the gun from D-Roc because Big wasn't his principal. Puff was. Big gets killed. Diddy should he should be super paranoid at this point that fucking Big got killed and his main security go hang out with Chaz Williams. You don't stay with the nigga that you was hired to come to LA with. Make that shit make sense to me. Why wouldn't you stay with Puff and go all the way back home with Puff? You're there for Puff. And then you don't go to Biggie's funeral? Why? Why wouldn't you go to Biggie's funeral? Let me tell you something about hood shit. Most niggas that's guilty, they don't come to the funeral and they don't come back to the neighborhood. You might get a few niggas that go to the funeral so they don't look guilty. But niggas ain't coming back to the hood. Nigga ain't coming back to the hood. If they had some involvement in Big murder and they was down with Big and they don't come back to the neighborhood, they don't come through, nigga, they guilty. Only niggas that killed niggas in the hood don't come back to the hood unless I'm talking about while I'm not talking about outgrowing the hood and moving on. I'm talking about when you running with street niggas and shit, and something happened to one of the niggas that's in the group, and they all been a part of this group, and everybody been crew, and then the one nigga or the 1-2 niggas don't come around no more. Them niggas is guilty. They know something happened. They don't hang with the crew no more. Trust me. There's more to come. But y'all can sit there and assess what you just heard. You didn't hear it you just heard me put it together. But everything came from James' mouth himself. Please hit the like. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, please. Choke no joke. You already know. Salute. All this is under fair use. Okay? Shout out to those resources that I use, courtesy of yourself. Thank you very much. I will bring more news and research in this case. And stay tuned.
Choke no joke. Yeah. You know what Choke no joke. You know what it is. Let's go, let's go. 2020, rich niggas, money funny. We got killer bees and I lost my honey. My little sex master, yeah, she was a distraction to my mathematics. Then Corona happened. The government capping on what's really happening.
And remember, y'all can send y'all emails right here. If any of this makes sense, ask them, how could this guy have guns and give them to convicted felons or run with convicted felons while working for this Department of Corrections and Community Supervision? Give them a call if you have questions. I'm sure they would love to answer them.
Rock Nation signing niggas that's out here ratting. And Jay's the captain of the ship? Ain't this a bitch? You keep his sign and snitch? We lost Andre and Rich. Life's a bitch. Can't have a funeral no matter if you rich or poor. Overpopulated at morgues. Funeral homes, bodies all on the floor. No food in stores, no meat no more. These the last days if you never prayed. Have faith, all sort of illicit days. Yo, it's tough. When you see Puff rock a hoodie with his baby mama hanging from a cross, you lost. Damn, you told the CEO on the gram he was a handsome man. That's sexual harassment in front of millions of fans. You made Fab wanna scram like Sunday Letitia. Joseph don't leave, Mary and Jesus. Sags, self-pleasing, some sneak thievers. If we were kids, you call them flat leavers. They use you, don't need you. It's birth you, then see ya. Cross you, then be ya. Curve you and flee ya. Niggas wanna be you until they see you. They idolize you like you in the case. Nigga, you know him got punched in the face. In the A on stage or any place. A nigga like me never retire like Mace. And don't even care if the church is the escape. Last real nigga alive amongst your face. Y'all big bad, no frosting on my face. You can't come out, Epstein flight log is out. And tell us what that spirit cooking about. Head to head with a satanist and niggas in doubt. The power of the dark side block me out. That's why I'm black and get it in any sport trick. That's why you the non-factor. 6ix9ine keep acting like you ain't acting. You wasn't flagging in the court yapping. That tough guy on the gram was just blabbing. Nigga, y'all niggas, I'm laughing. Magic Plaza. Magic Plaza. It's the king of New York. Choke, no joke. We here now. You know what it is. Eden Wall, stand up. Oh yeah. My man had to come through and make sure it went through. Y'all niggas is in trouble. Choke, no joke. I ain't no joke, the mixtape. We here now. You already know. Let's go. Choke chillin', got away from them billin'. Ain't shit really changed though, I'm still that villain. I'm making money with rhyme, fuck black on black crime. Beef and money don't mix, like Muslims and swine. I'm talking milk, penicillin, y'all be illin'. Y'all be thinking y'all killers, with y'all school face grillin'. Kick that bullshit to me, y'all be wet though like Bruce Lee. And Brandon, and a hearse, on the highway to heaven. Man, you making mad threats and stuck in one section. I'm OBP like Naughty, making connections. Talking under your breath, get you something you don't need. 2 fully loaded Macs, filled up with heat. Nigga, you sweeter than 30 days for a body. Pop shit to these niggas, see me walk by me. But I ain't looking for no beef, I don't eat bologna. But I bring a whole cow if you run up on me. Shiesty, try me and hype me to peel your wig back like 10 cent icy. Bring it, stop bluffing, I got your threats, they mean nothing. I respond like Bond, I come through on bombing. Playing bodegas, flipping Montega. You tan in the Jacks, I tan in Jamaica. Faker, wouldn't bust if he raped ya. Your chick outblazed her, hit it like Jada. While you blew up a pager, had to breathe like Vader. Your star at war, with the lightsaber. I'm here to lyrically tear your red, nigga, you a spear. I jack you up, now you outta here. Throw me on the 600. Now fuck your nigga Hummin', blowing down 8th Ave with a bad bitch blunted. I take it there. Y'all niggas don't want it. Y'all niggas don't want it. Y'all niggas don't want it with no joke. Who you thought it be? Represent the NYC. Bring it on if you niggas want some of me. Have y'all niggas feeling it like Jay-Z. No joke. Who you thought it be? Represent the NYC. Bring it on if you niggas want some of me. Bronze King like the LORD-FINE-SC. And that bullshit y'all do, y'all niggas don't stress me. Oh yeah, and you already know, Eden Wall what it is. Choke, no joke, I ain't no joke. The mixtape, we here now. Let's go. Alright. This go out to the ladies. I got one for y'all. First one get it, get the prize. Alright. In my room, pissy or boom, alarm clock banging, big tune. Stuck, forgot, I laid up with Katina. Kick freak shit like Adina, please her. Even when she being a teaser, LD-da. Now they call her Knock-Nita. How I meet her? Oh yeah, Dalila. Had that ass jumping like the fever. Hit it once, real chick won't front. Heard my name in the jungle, went for the hunt. Don't beat around the bush, you scared of thorns. Days you waste, we can get it on. Word bond like James Todd Smith. Doing it in the back of my whip. Who you with like Jigga? Ain't no nigga. Blow your back out like this nigga. Love is love. Holy crap. It's looking beautiful out here. Water looking a little rough. But I'm here, baby.
I'll holler back to y'all in a second. Let me get undressed.
Shanita, I had to eat her at Daddy house where I greet her. She made me shiver, quiver. To this day, a nigga still dig her. A dime after you hit it 5 times. Her by your side, make any nigga shine. Walk with a pack, you know how niggas be acting disrespectful and shit like they tough like 10 actors. Take her to the beach, bathing suit sweet like candy, intoxicating like brandy. My baby, 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 drives me crazy, makes me lazy to the bone. Play my lap at the throne. Next king, believe me, lyrical see me at my windshield with the squeeze. I heard hip hop like the death for easy.
As you can see, we here back in the Hard Rock Cafe. They done turned it up. Look how they doing the dinner tonight. Look at this. It smells so good out here, I'm telling you.
Shanae, make any cat day, okay? No one freak me this way. Had me tied up, my way and lied up. If it was a stick, no way I rise up. Time's up, she said don't move. Suck my lips, said don't fuck up the groove. Blinking crazy, the blindfold move. Smell something sweet across my lips, it move. Here, bite this, tell me what it is. And friend, you can get these skins. Strawberries, untie me in a hurry. Dig you out like you Halle Berry. She said,
Give me what I want.
what's that?
You're gonna give me what I need.
I don't know.
I really gotta know.
Let's go, let's go. What's up?
Can you give me what I want?
What's that?
Can you give me what I need?
I don't know.
Cause I really gotta know.
Let's go, let's go. What's up?
Can you give me what I want?
What's that?
Can you give me what I need?
I don't know.
Cause I really gotta know.
Let's go, let's go. Yeah. Joke, no joke. Girl, if you really need it, then you really need to go get a job. Learn from mistakes, man. Don't get tricked out that paper. Yeah, it's an Eden Wall project.
Choke no joke. You already know. Y'all know I love that cooch. You know what this is. I love that cooch. Yeah. It's the A thing. Clean cooch. Let's go. Yo, what's up? My nuts when I wake up. Got more than wood and I just bust one. And mahogany, I'm Ron Isley. Between the sheets, and she want to ski. And just shout with me with what I thought was pee. She rolled the D, her water broke B. Not pregnant, but baptized me. I'm down for more love, but change the sheet. She said, please, I want more. Next thing I know, mattress dripping the floor from her juices. Oral had me stoned, had a Corinne and Medusa in one. And when I look in the eye, between her thighs, I tell you no lie, ain't shit won't buy. I rob and take it, for me to taste it. Red lobster, pussy, biscuit, freshly baked. Eat that coochie all night. She sprayed my face like Shook spray. I love her. Cooch. I eat her coochie all night. She sprayed my face like Shook spray. I love her.
Choke, no joke, you know what it is. Let's go, let's go. I inspire y'all to all want more. Don't listen to these fakes and these frauds. They don't own cars with Lamborghini doors. When hype show cut, it's back to the store. I was born in the Jackson, this shit was hell. The place where I saw soldiers fall. Some simply for nothing at all. Some cause they lived on the other side of the wall. Now this might sound crazy, love what the hood made me. Poverty made me far from lazy. This ain't the place you wanna raise your babies. Young girls out here thinking they lazy. Nose powdered white, they brain all hazy. Ask them what they wanna be, they look at you crazy. These young cats out here looking all angry. I was just like them, sometime the music made me act other than myself, no influence lately. Cause behind the scenes they not living greatly. And I found out that most of these cats never so jack or the penitentiary. Let's go. I inspire y'all to all want more. Don't listen to the face of these frauds. They don't own cars and Lamborghini doors. The hype your cut is back in the store. I inspire y'all to all want more. Don't listen to the face of these frauds. They don't own cars and Lamborghini doors. The hype your cut is back in the store. They ain't not selling drugs, they really not thugs. If they was, where are the slugs? Do you see them when you cop your drugs? Pulling up with S.to.B in the front? Nah, it's not what they got, it's what they want. In the jungle, we all on the hunt. It's chemical. It's chemical beats. You know what it is. Yeah. Choke, no joke.
KK on
New
the beat.
life. They said I'll be dead or in jail. They was half right, I saw right can sell. I knew I wasn't rich when I couldn't make bail. I made out good, 5 niggas that didn't tell. Hold up, don't go to trial when caught up. Roll the dice, watch the numbers just go up. When your offer was short as a pup's nuts, you got the whammy, cause you pressed your luck. You could've been back on the town, industry bound, no more busting it down. To quarters, half O's, having to catch the flow, and reassuring those who act like they don't know that the ratchet let go. If you think we won't fill them hollow points up with mercury, send them to another planet, leave them screaming like Mike and Janet. Niggas can't stand it. I felt champagne with Ross running the game. When I was locked and the CEO jumped in my face, talking gangster, nigga. Like I'm not a fucking gangster, nigga. But you got it in here, cause the odds ain't fair. Cause you got that walkie and that button right there. But after 8 hours, you leave here. And that's when you friend, it's not fair. You shoot at the range, we shoot when in range. Roll up in that range, your face look real strange. The look on my face is I got that aim. Before you reach, you feel the pain. Blood stain, calculate to your brain. You been licked by that thing. In the game of death, that's what you get when got game. It's a method to the madness, how I bring the pain of one that's not sane. Choke, no joke. I do my thing. Can't hang. They say you're nobody until they kill you. I'm somebody alive, guess that make me an ill dude. Made my name before the funeral, considered a legend and still make moves. They know you when you gone, they know me when I'm on. All over the board, you restricted, you pawn. You wouldn't cut a lawn, blow a candle at dawn. Joe got it going on like fuel. Some of you fools is more ass than mule. Never rule like Rick, but Mona Lisa in your crib. Haters mad cause I'm doing what they wish they did. Without the rock, it's still gunning like Chris. Nigga try to block, I time a hawk this shit. Nigga looking down at me, now he looking at dick. Pause, that's just the term and shit. It's choke, no joke. Nigga, I'm lit. Fired up. And we recorded this in the D and shit.
No joke out here in DR. My man Delvin, see him?
Yeah. In Dominican Republic.
Alright?
Yeah.
We here.
Yeah. Choke, no joke. Primo, you ain't want to give me no beat, so I'm stealing one. Take it personal. You know you my guy, Primo, love you. You gonna give me a beat after this one. I never thought that you would crab me, go against me, and backstab me. Third eye is strong, word is bond. Put you on the fakes, and now you won. I gave you support, and you play me. For those who play with butt, yeah, I'm talking Breakfast Club, Revolt, whatever. All I know is birds of a feather. Hang with those that they hate. Once the realness, now you fake, and I see through you. What you gonna do when they book you and your Duke shoot? I know you think I'm expose you. This ain't no threat, take it personal. Choke, no joke. 2023, it's all me. You hear me? 2023 is on me. They say why I don't come around the game, cause all y'all dudes undercover gay, and I don't play those fucking games. Yo, stop the track, I'm fucking Slay. Rest in peace, K Slay, man. Let's get to the next one.
Choke, no joke. Jack Brown. Yeah, now.
Choke, no joke. Jack Brown. Yeah. This what ATL in New York sound like. Let's go. Y'all hating ass niggas, I see y'all. Choke, get busy, that's why I got the crown. Hate in the air. You clowns, I see the envy that you breed, jealousy. What you need is your own damn hustle. Stop worrying about mine. Nigga, I'm poppin' cause I put in time. Came out modeling, camera in hand. Still get busy with the mic in hand. Streets pulled out, niggas got sprayed. Niggas turn on you when they see you get paid. The intimidation in your face. Where's the love? What's taking place? You want my gold and my ducats, cause my money overflowing out of buckets. Shot him in public, made people holler. Scar on his face for the money and the power. I'm the chokester. Chokester. The truth in the industry made me the chokester. 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 The truth in the industry made me the game had me fooled, got in, was young. Thought talent made you rich, damn was dumb. More to make, cake from crumbs. You gotta be sweet, G or native tongue. My heartbeat went into overload when Larry tried to turn me into a mole. Told me show my curly to the CEO. I didn't think it's funny, so his jaw hit the floor and grabbed that chair that broke his back. Then realized that's a hate attack. Harassment comes assault, you in the maze. No way out, like Puff and Mace. Touch me, tease me, I catch a case. Nigga, you ain't straight as your poker face. Father law God, in that game I fold. This sun don't tick, demon time don't hold. I'm the chokester. Chokester. The truth in the industry made me the chokester. 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 The truth in the industry made me the chokester. Chokester. The truth in the industry made me the chokester. Chokester. On the ones and twos, chokester. What y'all want to do? I'm here now. Eden Wall, stand up. Shout out to the bomb squad. Choke, no joke. Yeah. It's choke, no joke. Let's go.
Supreme Bigger Figure, Big Cap, The Warden, The Club King,
the DJ Johnny Walker Red,
MC Frank Jigger, the Celebrity's Choice,
Sean Brophy, sound engineer,
Choke No Joke, legendary videographer,
Sterling Cox, I was the head of security.
Alpha Grenier.
My name is V.
Omega.
Big G. It's Vim Rock from the legendary Naughty by Nature.
Styles P the Ghost, LOX, D-Block.
Tech, Smith & Wesson.
LB Fan, Mr. Cheeks.
The Cool, the DJ, the Red Alert.
Kid Capri.
The tunnel was a hip-hop nucleus.
It was the epicenter.
It was the domain, the temple.
It was the Mecca.
Nothing was that melting pot of hip-hop.
They kept the paradigm going.
It's almost like what Roc-A did for street basketball. The tunnel was that of music industry.
My Sunday ritual going to the tunnel was, I'm telling you, your ass better be there.
You just pretty much did push-ups.
We had to drink a couple bottles of Hennessy, go get smoked.
Leave the jewelry and watches at home.
Before you even get to the tunnel, you gotta get on the block.
You started from 11th Avenue, and when you got to that door, the search procedures was no other.
First time I ever heard of take your shoes off, open your mouth was in the tunnel.
It was damn near everything but a full cavity search.
Security at the tunnel was no joke.
The beatdowns did happen.
Some of them, if you had that chain out, that shit was leaving with one of them niggas.
We had a handful of cats. When we were taking you out, they were digging in your pockets.
The code check at the tunnel was crazy because you didn't know if you was gonna get your shit back.
Sometimes the bloops happen where you might not get your coat.
A lot of boys wanted to get their girls some fur coats, you know, so I mean, it was free.
The bar was always on till after the tunnel.
You might get fake alcohol. Bartenders might have got counterfeit.
The dance floor is always rocking.
It looked like a video all the time.
The tunnel had a very unique situation at the bathroom. It was co-ed.
The bathroom was Sodom and Gomorrah.
I was like this, trying to look past the dudes like when they was going in the urinal.
The tunnel was a one-stop shop. They had food, they had alcohol, drugs.
I saw weed the tunnel. It was just oozing money.
Backstage is like the club amongst the club.
That's where all the so-called stars who was scary to be in the crowd, that's where they hung out at.
The dopest things about the tunnel for me to remember is hearing my records get played up in there.
The top maybe of all-time tunnel banger.
Or anything Bad Boy.
Every Biggie record, any shit by Hov.
Shook Ones was bananas in there.
Nori could poem that bang bang.
Annie up. Any one of Buster joints.
Wild Out would actually start a fight.
The best performance I ever seen, Jay-Z performed in front of the DJ booth. The DJ booth was bouncing like a ball.
Snoop and Dre. When Dre was there.
DMX, Get At Me, Dog.
The king of the tunnel was Jay-Z.
Busta Rhymes.
DMX is the king.
Queen of the tunnel.
Mary J. Blige.
Foxy and Lil' Kim.
Eve.
King of the tunnel record label-wise was Def Jam.
Bad Boy.
The best DJ at the tunnel was Flex.
Big Cap, all day. Flex used to break off the record. He used to try to bully Cap, like, don't spin this, because when I get here, I want to spin it. No, nigga, fuck wrong with you?
What the tunnel did for artists, it solidified their street music.
That gave us a platform, set up Rough Riders, Roc-A-Fella, Bad Boy, slew of other artists.
The closing of the tunnel, it was kind of sad because that was a big piece of hip hop.
So losing the tunnel was like a little kid losing Disney.
A famous mosque closing down.
I think when the tunnel closed, it was necessary. Niggas was coming to miss me.
When you hear people of the late 70s talked about Studio 54, the tunnel was the Studio 54 of hip hop.
Joke, no joke. Yeah. It's joke, no joke. Let's go. Joke, no joke. Chicken joke, no joke. Choke, no joke. Niggas choke, no joke.